Look at the schematic of the solar system on April 23, 2026. Every single planet, from Mercury out to Pluto, is moving forward in its orbit. There isn't a single retrograde motion in the sky. This zero retrograde environment removes the cosmic friction that usually slows down human intention. It provides a completely clear runway. Right as this forward momentum peaks, Venus crosses a critical threshold. At exactly 11:03 p.m. Central Time, it leaves the static, earthbound stability of Taurus and shifts into Gemini, a space governed by communication and intellectual exchange. But while the planets push outward, the emotional anchor of the day pulls inward. The moon settles into its home sign of Cancer, bringing a surge of intuition and a demand for emotional security. This energy moves as a continuous current, transferring its charge from one sign to the next across the entire zodiac wheel. The mechanical alignment of the planets on April 23rd provides a tangible psychological launchpad. With the universe in constant forward motion, every sign now has the momentum to break old patterns and make decisive, permanent moves. The wheel starts with Aries. This is where the spark of willpower ignites. Right now, Aries is hosting an intense combination of Mars and Neptune. That means raw, impulsive drive is colliding with a demand for strict discipline. You have the momentum to start over, but you have to channel that fire intentionally. That raw spark hands off to Taurus, whose job is to anchor the flame into physical reality. As Venus departs the sign today, Taurus is left navigating sudden shifts in finances or relationships. Their challenge is to stay grounded while the landscape moves beneath them. That Venus energy moves straight into Gemini. Here, the focus moves away from material stability. Gemini takes the physical reality built by Taurus and turns it into intellectual exchange, transforming possessions into shared ideas and social brilliance. Within these first three signs, the birth of a concept is complete. Willpower ignites, reality takes shape, and the mind gives it a voice. Once an idea is shared, it must find a soul. The momentum plunges into the emotional refuge of Cancer. With both the Moon and Jupiter coexisting here, the energy becomes fiercely protective, offering spiritual abundance and razor-sharp intuition. For Cancer, this alignment creates a sanctuary of profound certainty, a space identified in old texts as the soul's haven and the overflow of truth. From out of those quiet waters, the energy is forced outward into Leo. Leo is dealing with a serious tension today. The Sun in Taurus demands bold public ambition, but the Moon in Cancer pulls them toward private isolation. To lead effectively today, Leo must master stillness first. That leadership is handed to Virgo, who refines it into something functional. Virgo takes Leo's ambition and applies meticulous, critical precision. But today, they must balance that sharp eye for detail with genuine social compassion. High-minded leadership and emotional healing hold little value on their own. Virgo ensures those lofty concepts are organized into practical, everyday service for others. Libra sits at the highest point of today's astrological chart. They are under immense pressure to make a courageous career decision. The challenge for Libra is to execute that decisive move without sacrificing their signature diplomatic balance. After Libra's delicate balancing act, the wheel requires a necessary correction in Scorpio. This alignment leaves no room for superficial harmony. Scorpio is forced to cut away dead relational weight and face raw, unfiltered truth. It is a metaphorical rebirth, what the old astronomers identified as the depth of insight and the rising of the phoenix. Scorpio unearths the raw, necessary truth, and Sagittarius aims it directly outward. But instead of the physical travel Sagittarius usually craves, today's energy points the arrow entirely inward. Silent self-discovery yields a far better target right now than any geographic destination. This sequence is an exercise in subtraction. It strips away Libra's polite harmony to force Scorpio's necessary destruction, ultimately clearing the runway for Sagittarius to locate their core inner truth. With that truth secured, Capricorn must build with it, but today the mountain is being asked to soften. While dealing with heavy external responsibilities, the moon is pushing Capricorn to display rare emotional vulnerability in their closest partnerships. That rigid structure fractures as it hits Aquarius. Pluto's influence here is steadily washing away the individual ego. Aquarius is tasked with radical innovation, directing their energy toward the service of the broader human collective. Finally, the wheel dissolves into Pisces. Shielded by Jupiter's protective magnetic aura, Pisces is freed from logic today. They are positioned to operate purely on creative and compassionate instinct, and the mechanism is complete. The cycle begins with the fierce individual willpower of Aries, and it must inevitably dissolve right back into the vast collective ocean of Pisces empathy. When you look closely at a crescent moon, you can see the dark side faintly glowing. It's a scientific phenomenon called the Da Vinci Earthshine, sunlight reflecting off Earth, onto the moon, and back to our eyes. It's a quiet reminder that even in the darkest phases, the universe provides a steady, faint illumination. April 23, 2026 offers exactly that kind of light. With every planet moving forward, the cosmic friction is gone. It is an open window to grab hold of that forward momentum and rewrite your own trajectory. While these planetary alignments provide a clear map for forward movement, the actual distance you travel depends on how you apply these insights. The stars define the current terrain, but your specific choices determine your final destination. To see exactly how this direct motion period aligns with your personal birth chart, like this video and subscribe to the channel. You can find your detailed cosmic blueprint by visiting dawnastro.com.